Nice to see you guys again. This is Lee, the host of Eel Chief Sports. Nice to be back. For last time you saw me was on the Belmont Stakes card, so it's nice to be back here. I said I'd be doing a few more races this year. I would do some Grade 1s. I like the 3-year-old Grade 1s, so we're going to do the Haskell. That's what we're at today. Post positions just came out yesterday. Please do subscribe to my channel here at Eel Chief Sports. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at Eel Chief. And please do subscribe to my channel and like my videos and comment if you like my picks. Don't like my picks, but everybody be friendly. I just kind of do this as a hobby for now anyway. But we'll see what comes of it. But anywho, let's talk about the 8-horse field that's going to be going off at Monmouth Park this Saturday for the Grade 1 Haskell. We have 2 horses coming back from the Kentucky Derby, and just actually 2 horses total coming back from the Triple Crown. So the same 2 horses, which would be Tapit Trice and Mage. Mage being the Kentucky Derby winner. You know, Mage is, he's a good horse. He looked really good in the Kentucky Derby. Obviously, he had the setup there with a very, very fast pace. I did fade him in the Preakness, which was the correct call. Not because of his ability, it was simply because of the fatigue factor. He was the only horse out of the Derby that was going into the Preakness. I just didn't feel it was a fair move. So, that's just the way it worked there. Speaking of Kentucky Derby winners, there have been 4 Kentucky Derby winners to win the Haskell. But the funny thing is, 3 out of the 4 have been trained by Bob Baffert. We had Authentic, which I think that year the Haskell may have been before the Derby. That was the COVID year, but it does still count. American Pharaoh, who we all know, and War Emblem 2002, who won the Kentucky Derby and the Preakness that year, came back and won the Haskell. But Bob Baffert has won this race 9 times, 3 times with Kentucky Derby winner. That is a ridiculous record. He has the most wins by far and away. Tom Pletcher has he has 3 wins at this race. However, his last win didn't come 10 years ago with Verrazano in 2013. Excuse me. Yes, that's correct. So let's talk about Mage. I like Mage, but they're saying supposedly that this is a tune-up race. How's a Grade 1 $1 million race a tune-up race? Very interesting commentary. But let's start from the top of the field. We have breaking on the inside. We have Go Rocket Ride with Richard E. Mandela, who's a good trainer, even though he doesn't really fare too well in this race. He hasn't won this race since the year 2000, so it's been 23 years. And he's also shipping a horse to the East Coast, which is a track he doesn't ride a whole lot. So I don't know if I'm going to have Go Rocket Ride on my tickets. Mike Smith has a lot of history, and Mike Smith has won this race 3 times over the course of his career. Number 2 is Awesome Strong. Not quite sure what he's doing in this race. It's a hell of a name, Awesome Strong, but I really don't know what he's doing in here besides filling in a gate. I don't think he has any chance at all. Jorge Delgado and Jose A. Batista. This horse needs to have everything his own way to make this race. Number 3 is Salute the Stars with Brad Cox. Brad Cox has won this race 2 years in a row. I know he had he had Cyberknife last year, which he totally upset Bob Baffert there. I thought that Tabo was going to win that on the outside, but he stuck it to him on the inside. So he actually has a track record, Cyberknife. Year before he had Mandaloon, but that was the controversial disqualification, and he went on top of Hot Rod Charlie. And Joel Rosario is in the irons. He has never won this race. We have Mage coming out of the 4-hole. Tapit Trice is returning from the Kentucky Derby. Todd Pletcher, Luis Saez. Luis Saez, I believe, has not won this race before. Number 6 is How Great Is Nate? Long shot. He was last third to Salute the Stars and Kingsbarns in that Pegasus race. 7's an interesting horse, Steve Asmussen, who's always one of my favorite trainers. He has Extra Anejo. However, this horse has never won a stakes race. Tyler Gaffleone has never won this race either. But number 8 is going to be the dangerous horse here, Arabian Night, with your King Bob Baffert. Love him, hate him, do what you want with him. I don't like how this horse is coming off a 6-month layoff, but if Bob Baffert is not giving this horse a tune-up, but he's putting him right into this race, he's going to break cleanly from the outside. He's going to move over. You got John Velasquez, who has won this race twice, 2006 with Bluegrass Cat, 2013 with Verrazano. He also won it with Authentic. Excuse me, he won it 3 times. This just seems like a deadly recipe. So I think the 1's going to get overbet a little bit. The Go Rocket Ride. I'm going to fade him just simply because of Richard Mandela's track record with this race. He has not won this race in 23 years. But I do like the horse. But Arabian Night is going to be a very foolish play if you go against him. And again, I don't like playing favorites with a 6-month layoff. But this is going to be an exception. I think this just tells me everything because he's training very well. He's going to break clean on the outside. And Baffert has just done this time again and time again. So Arabian Night is going to be my first choice to win this race. My second choice is going to be Salute the Stars with Brad Cox. Brad Cox is on fire in the Haskell. He's won this race the last 2 years in a row. He did not finish, he finished in the money in the Kentucky Derby. He had Angel of Empire, who came in 3rd. Other than that, he finished out of the money in the Preakness and the Belmont. So I would not be surprised if he came up real good in this race to be 2nd. So he's going to be my 2nd selection. And 3rd, Tapit Trice he's going to be a money horse, and you're going to see him in big races. Kind of like Tacitus was a few years ago. You know, he doesn't win a whole lot, but he's going to be in the money. He's going to be your money horse. So keep him in your exotics. You're more for your trifectas. And I'm going to toss the 1, Go Rocket Ride. Now, Mage. What are we going to do with Mage? I don't know what to do with Mage, but I'm not going to play him in this race. I don't like the commentary. I think they're looking ahead, which I don't know why they're doing that. And I don't think he's going to get as fast of a pace as he needs to win a freak, thunderbolt close. But I'm gonna keep him out of my tickets, and because if he lays a leg, I just know I'm not gonna have him in my tickets. And Extra Anejo, I do like Steve Asmussen, but I think the horse is in over his head. And how great is Nate? I don't know how great, but I don't think you need to take a 20-1 shot and a 30-1 shot in this field. Arabian Night should win. I believe he will win. Salute the Stars is going to be my 2nd choice. Wouldn't be surprised if he won, but I'm going to play a little win bet on him. And then my 3rd choice is going to be Tapit Trice to round out the trifecta. So that's going to be my choices and my selections for the Haskell Stakes this Saturday at Monmouth Park. So thank you very much for watching my video. And you'll see me again on for the Travers Stakes, which will be at Saratoga next month. And then from there, I'm going to do a few more grade 1s because I'm going to pick and choose which ones I do. And then I'll do the later in the year, we'll do the Breeders' Cup. So thank you very much for watching. Again, my name is Lee, host of Eel Chief Sports. Like my videos, subscribe, and comment. Be friendly. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.